Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Navarez and today I would like to talk about the deadliest natural disaster in recorded history, the Great Bengal Cyclone of October 7, 1737. To give you guys some historical context, the Great Bengal Cyclone took place in the early 18th century. During this time it was under the rule of the Mughal Empire. The rulers of the Mughal were the Nawabs. Also, there is a big trading company that was known during this time, the British East Indian Company. It was a company formed to trade in the Indian Ocean. Just remember that name for later. On October 7th, 1737, the massive cyclone known as the Great Bengal Cyclone devastated the coast near the Ganges River. This hit brought a 30 to 40-foot storm surge. Structures were destroyed, crops were ruined, and life was taken. Over 300,000 people perished in this catastrophe. Moving on to the economic impact. The cyclone plummeted Bengal's economy. Fields flooded, crops were destroyed, and food shortages soon followed. This hyperinflated prices and intensified poverty. Trade routes were disrupted and infrastructure was destroyed. Local economies collapsed and the Bengal took years to recover from this. Moving on to the political impact. The Mughal Empire was already weakened, and this disaster further weakened it. Local leaders struggled. The East India Company stepped in to help, however, which was of great help by using its resources, which increased their influence. The cyclone increased colonial consolidation of power, which laid the groundwork for British rule. Now we move on to the social and cultural impact. Culturally, this cyclone had a huge impact. The natural disaster was remembered as divine punishment or judgment to some cultures. This was a common idea within the Hindu and Islamic culture. Entire villages were lost, people migrated, and families were torn apart. To this day, the Great Bengal Cyclone is a reminder to us of natural disasters and the impact they can leave on history. Their mark can be left not just physically, not just politically, but also socially and culturally. This event tells us how vulnerable regions are when in the face of catastrophe. Unfortunately, this is still a reality, still relevant, as South Asia still faces floods, cyclones, and other issues. In conclusion, the Great Bengal Cyclone that devastated the world on October 7, 1937 was not just a big storm. It was a tragedy to be remembered. Precious lives were taken, power was in the balance, and a mark was left on history. Its legacy is not just the destruction that it brought, but it was the influence that it made on the future of the Bengal region. Thank you.